welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new, and welcome to another monthly favorites. This is my series every month where I just speak a little bit more candidly, a little bit more personally, and tell you guys what I've been up to this month and what I've been enjoying, whether those are products, experiences, restaurants, things to do, just whatever's going on in my life every month. I cannot believe it's already the end of August. I feel like the summer just flew right by. Honestly, I'm kind of glad because summer is not my favorite season. I'm definitely more of a fall girly, so I am ready for fall. But one of the most exciting things that happened this summer and in August is that I hit my YouTube goal. So for the last year on this channel, I've been really focusing on being consistent, uploading regularly, starting to make more short form content, and I really wanted to hit the milestone for YouTube monetization, which is that you need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So I actually hit the watch hours a while ago. I think back in the spring, my Love is Blind series videos did really well and those got a lot of watch time, but I was still behind on the followers. The thing that really helped me with that was that I posted a short video of me undecorating my old apartment before I moved into this apartment. And that video did extremely well. It's like coming close to 100,000 views. I think right now it's like at 80,000, but it's getting like almost 3,000 views a day, which is crazy. I've never had any other video do that well. And it's a short video, but to my surprise, a lot of people are subscribing from that short and they've stayed. So hello, if you found me from that short, I'm so happy you're here. And those people have kind of put me over the edge to monetize my channel. So my channel started monetizing last week at the end of August. So far I have made a grand total of like $6 or something like that. So it's really not a lot of money, but I'm so happy that my hobby is slowly turning into something that can make me a little bit of extra money. It's nice to make money off of something that does take me so many hours to work on. And even though it's fun for me, it is nice to, get something out of it financially after all this time. So that has been really cool. One of my other favorites this month is that I restarted HelloFresh. I know HelloFresh sponsors like everyone on YouTube. Hi HelloFresh, if you want to sponsor me, I would love to be sponsored by you, but no sponsorship. I legitimately love HelloFresh. I've done it kind of on and off over the last year or so. Like I'll do it for a few weeks and then I'll cancel it, or I feel like I don't need it. But I've started like really consistently ordering HelloFresh for the last month, and I like it a lot. I have talked on this channel before about how I am recovering from a many years long eating disorder, and I think that having something like HelloFresh that really helps me to like consistently cook like more interesting foods or more adventurous foods than what I would feel comfortable doing by myself has been really good for me at the stage that I'm on with healing from my eating stuff. I started it kind of as a transition because I stopped seeing my nutritionist this year, and I wanted something to kind of be a source of support for me with my food stuff, and that has been HelloFresh, and so far it's been really helping me a lot. Another really big change this month is that I officially moved out of my old apartment. So I moved out the bulk of my stuff in July, but I still had the apartment through the end of August. My lease actually ends officially today, August 31st. So for the last month, it was kind of a stressor to me that like I still had possession of this apartment. I still needed to clean it. I still had like some random items over there, like my vacuum cleaner and like other cleaning supplies really. So finally this week I finished cleaning everything. I returned the keys, and now I'm just waiting to get my security deposit back. It was really bittersweet leaving that apartment behind because that was my first apartment all by myself. I've lived in many apartments over the years, but it was always with roommates or with my boyfriend in the past. So this was my first time living completely by myself. It was my first apartment in Philly. So that place really held a special place in my heart. It was this like tiny, sometimes frustrating little apartment that I had a hard time like decorating and existing in such a small space. But a lot of important things in my life happened in that apartment. I went through different relationships. I got a new job. I increased my salary. I got my cat Clove. I made so many friends while I lived there. Like it was really just all the bulk of emotions that I experienced when I first moved to Philadelphia happened in that apartment. So it was really bittersweet to let it go, but I hope that it goes to a great new person who loves it just as much as I did. And honestly, it's reducing a lot of my stress to have it be clean and gone and returned and out of my life. With all that being said, another one of my favorite things this month was that I had a housewarming party in my new apartment. And you guys, I wish I had remembered to film any of this party or like take any photos. I took exactly one photo from the party. It's this photo that I'll insert right here of the food table, which, you know, at least the food table gets to be appreciated. It literally filled my heart with so much joy to have so many people over at one time. In my old apartment, you really couldn't have more than like 1 or 2 people in the space without it feeling like crowded and overwhelming, because the apartment was so small and the way it was laid out, like you really just couldn't have more than 1 or 2 people there. But for my new place, the party I had was about 20 people and it was like very comfortable. It wasn't like everyone was all packed in. Like there was 20 of us here. Everyone had a good time. There was plenty of space for people to like sit or stand or mingle or walk around. And it filled me with so much joy to just like look around my home and see all the people that are most special to me all in one place. Like I loved that. I also made 2 very special things for this party. The first one is I made this new dessert that I saw on TikTok. From what I know, it's kind of a classic British dessert called lemon posset. It was incredibly easy to make. It's literally just cream, sugar, and lemon juice and lemon zest that you kind of mix together and it thickens up and then you let it sit. And I made it inside lemons. So like I cut lemons in half and I like hollowed them out and I served it in like little half of a lemon shell. And these were a big hit at the party. It was my first time making this and I feel like it turned out really well. This is definitely something I would make again for another party. I think it was a little tedious to do it inside the lemon shells because it takes a long time to do it and then you only get like a very tiny amount of the dessert like in each one. But it looks really pretty and those were a big hit, so I was really happy with that. The other thing I did for the party was I got these little custom matchbooks made. I'm gonna try to show it to you and cover it up because it has my address on it. But if I put it like that, you can see it says Chateau Sarah and then underneath it has my address, which I'm not putting on the internet, but I got these made for the party and I gave them away as like party favors. So it's just a little matchbook. These actually strike really well and they work really well, so I was happy with that. And these were also a very big hit. I think it's nice to have these because I had to order 50 of them. That was like the minimum from the company. So I ordered 50. I have a lot left, but I thought these were kind of like a nice little touch for like if someone's visiting the house, they can like take it as a little favor. So that was really fun. I was happy that I found those this month. I also got a couple of very lovely little gifts from friends who attended my party. So I want to show you 2 of my favorite ones. So my friend Anna and her girlfriend Lindsay got me this really beautiful handmade mirror. I'm gonna try to angle this where it's not like just reflecting on the camera, but it's a mirror. It's like a little sun. We saw these together when we were at the farmer's market near their place in DC. It's like a farmer's market and craft market, and we saw the vendor that made these and I really loved them. And then they said the next day after we had gone to that market, they went back and they bought this for me because they knew that I really liked it. So I need to find a place to put this in the apartment. I wanted to put it in my gallery wall, but I think it's not gonna fit like in the space that's left. So I need to find something else or somewhere else to put it. But I love this. I think it's really, really fun. It's handmade, so that's really cool. And then my friend Aaron brought me this little framed drawing that he made to the party. The glare is so bad, but I'll try to show it to you. There we go. It's like an eye, and then underneath it has a necklace with a little charm on it of like a shell and a pearl. So I love this too. I think this is so pretty. I've just been putting it like on my little end table next to my couch. And you guys know, I've talked about Aaron on this channel before. I love him. He's tattooed me a lot. I have a lot of artwork from him. So it's nice to add another little Aaron original to my collection. Another one of my monthly favorites this month was that, as I mentioned, my friend Anna and Lindsay were here for my housewarming, but actually the previous weekend they had a housewarming because they just moved into a really nice apartment in DC. So I went down there to see them. They live in the Eastern Market neighborhood. Their housewarming was really fun. It was more of like, they were calling it the Beer Olympics. So it was like a bunch of like drinking games and all types of games, and everyone was on a team, and like it was really fun. I got to see one of my good friends from high school school who I haven't seen in many years, and I didn't know she was coming to this party. So that was really cool to see her. I also got to see a lot of like their friends that I've kind of met like once or twice in passing, but I don't see them a lot. So it was just really fun to like all be in the same place again. I ended up staying over at their place. I was only in DC for like 24 hours. Like I got there late at night on Friday night and I left the next night. But we went to the farmer's market, we went out to brunch, and we watched this movie, which I snuck in here as another one of my monthly favorites. But we watched this like made for TV or like made for Amazon, I think, rom-com movie. It's called Red, White, and Royal Blue. It's like a gay rom-com about the US president's son who falls in love with the Prince of England. So it's like these two young hot men who are in love, and like it's like an enemies to lovers story, and it's like very silly and like objectively bad, but like also very good, if you know what I mean. So that was really fun. We watched that movie together, and I don't get to watch silly stuff like that very often, so I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend if you want something like funny and light and a little sexy and gay. Highly recommend. The last thing on my list for this month is that my boyfriend and I went to the beach finally this summer. I am not a beach girly. I said earlier, I'm not really a summer type of girly. I don't feel the most comfortable at the beach, but I did go to the beach with my boyfriend and we met up with some of his friends from college and we had a really nice time. We went to Avon-by-the-Sea, which is this cute little beach town in New Jersey. I guess technically it's part of the Jersey Shore, I think, down the shore, as Philly folks might say. So that was really nice. It was really beautiful there. I had grown up going to Ocean City, Maryland as like my summer childhood vacation place. And Ocean City, Maryland is very, very like commercialized. Like the whole beachfront is like hotels and like restaurants and all this stuff. Whereas this town, Avon-by-the-Sea, was very like, it's like quaint little houses and it's just like more adorable. So I really liked that. We had a really nice time. The waves were huge. Like we tried to swim and we were in the water for maybe like 10 minutes and we were just getting pummeled by waves. So we decided to get out, but it was a really, really fun day. And I'm glad that I went, even though the beach is not my favorite place. I think it is nice to get out to the beach at least once in the summer. So that is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here as part of my first 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. I'm really looking forward to this fall. I have a lot of fun ideas for videos and a lot of fun things planned. I'm going to Paris in October as well, so there's going to be a lot of like fun videos coming out from that. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel out a lot. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!